Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Garden a Little. The baby is down for a nap. That means I got a couple of minutes to do things in the garden. First thing that I need to do, that I've been trying to do for over a week, is to collect some strawberries. There's a whole ton of them, so I'm gonna get right to it. Now that we're all done collecting the strawberries, let's walk around the rest of the garden. If you want to know how I get this many strawberries in an 8x4 bed, take a look at my previous video that I shot. I talk all about my tips and tricks and what I do to make the best out of my strawberry bed. Now I'm gonna use my first ever Mother's Day gifts to do some gardening. Let's start in my garlic tomato bed here. First thing what I'm going to attempt to do is to weed this bed. We'll see how far I can get. Next thing what I need to do, prune them and tie them. So here's an example of a wild tomato. We have a main stalk right over here, and then we have a couple of suckers coming right off of it. Suckers meaning that they are the main stem, which they're not. So I have 1, 2, and 3. So to have your tomato be fruitful and in this small space not have any moldy issues or the least diseases possible, first thing we need to do is to take off these suckers. You need to take them off just like so. Ideally, you want to do it with sharp scissors so this doesn't happen, but that's okay. This is a mature plant. It will be just fine. Oh, another thing you want to do is take up any leaves that are yellowing or on the ground. So let's do that. Perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and clip the rest of these suckers, just in these little L-shaped spaces, like that. Now this is a big sucker, and it's already off the ground, so I'm gonna let this one right here is a big sucker. I'm gonna actually let this be because it's off the ground and it's already established. What I have to do is tie it up to a stake. So I have these rubber bands from baby shower, and I'm just gonna use them. So this tomato is ready to go, and look, there's already a baby little tomato here. Can you see it? Look at that. Let's do the same thing with this Swiss chard tomato bed. Before I bore you guys with the rest of the weeding of my garden video, let's look at some exciting things. First one is right here. Look at that. I've been harvesting a couple of cucumbers already. This guy is going strong. Now I don't know the variety because, like I said, my sister-in-law gave me the starts of it, but look at that. This is ready to harvest. I've harvested, I think, 2 cucumbers already, and I see some baby ones forming over there. Overall, this bed is kind of a hodgepodge. Actually, this bed is where I buried one of my chickens. She passed away last week. I found her dead inside of the chicken run. She has been sickly for a couple of years now. I've been trying to take care of her the best I can. Just not eating, just kind of been isolating herself from the rest of the flock. And just one morning I found her laying inside the run. She was all white, she was very skinny, and I buried her in this bed right here. So it was a sad morning that day, but that's why this bed is a little bit of a mess. Moving on to the other side of the trellis, again, my cucumbers have been doing amazing here. I've harvested a couple of cucumbers off of this side of the trellis. And this, guys, this is the milkweed that I planted last year. Those couple of little sprouts. And look at it now. I had no idea that it was perennial. Honestly, I thought that it was a goner. But look at it. It came back, and I have so many little bulbs that are about to open, so I am super excited about this corner here. The butterflies are gonna love it. Another thing that I want to show you is this right here. My zucchini is flowering. Now, I don't think my zucchini, my female zucchini and my male zucchini times are lining up, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna help pollinate it. To do that, you want to find a male zucchini flower, which is a skinny one, and then a female one, which is a fat one. Now you can see there's 1, 2, and there's another one right here. They're all dying off. They're dying because the male and the female flowers were not timed appropriately by nature. So what I'm gonna do is, this flower already flowered, but it's still here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna open this up. I'm gonna get this pollinated thing in the middle of it, and I'm going to pollinate the female flower in there. So really what I do is I just shake it up there, just to have it a little bit mixed. Shake, 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 shake. And that should do it. And now this female zucchini actually should turn into a zucchini rather than being something like this, falling off and dying. That right there has been a patch of mystery seeds. I'm not sure what they are, but I'm leaving them be. I want to see what kind of melons they are. Either cucumbers, watermelons, honeydew melons, something along those lines. So I want to see what that is all about. I think they're called gooseberries. My gooseberries are coming along very nicely. Like, all of these are loaded. Look at that. Ooh. They do have spikes, so I don't know how friendly that will be with my baby girl gardening with me, but these are still hard, so still not edible yet. But I grew up eating these berries, and I know how delicious they can get. I mean, every single morning they're getting bigger and bigger, and eventually they'll become soft. They have a little bit of sour, sweet taste. It's amazing. All right, I'm gonna get back to weeding if my baby girl allows it, and I'll catch with you guys in a little bit. Everything is weeded nicely, and the baby girl's still asleep. So I get to show you a little bit more of the cool things. So here in this bed, as you remember, I had a huge kale bush here in the years prior, and look, it's coming up again. I did not plant it, it's just doing it by itself. It dropped seeds, and there you go. So I have a couple of kale sprouts coming along here very nicely. This bed right here is sort of like a pumpkin patch. All of those are spaghetti squash pumpkins, and then here in the middle are the 2 melons, like honeydew melons. Here are those purple tall flowers. I don't know what they're called, but they're doing good. My Swiss chard is going to seed. I am gonna wait for these to dry, and each one of these are seeds for a Swiss chard. Pretty crazy. My lupine is doing fantastic. I think next year I might get some flowers. Overall, the garden is finally looking like something. I'm so excited for it. Thank you guys so much for coming along, joining me. I am a little bit parched and sweaty, so I'm gonna go grab myself a drink and cuddle my little baby girl. I'll see you guys next time, and I hope I inspired you to go garden a little. Bye.